In Anoka Hennepin schools, we stay above the line. As high school students, we've got a lot of school spirit.
And when we compete in athletics, that spirit goes through the roof.
Our pride runs deep. And sometimes competitions can get messy. But our friends and competitors all deserve a safe environment.
That's why this season and every season, we're committed to competing with class.
It's not okay to taunt, trash, or throw shade at our opponents.
We don't play that way. As players and as fans, this is the way we play the game.
We build up our teams.
We respect officials.
And we give props to the other team, even if they beat us. We are not alone. Our high school coaches, administrators, and staff are committed to confronting and eliminating bad behaviors.
Because insensitive, offensive, and hateful behavior
has no place in our high school or in our activities.
Everyone has a role to play.
So whether we're at home or away, join our school communities
as we show everyone this is the way we play the game.
Anoka Hennepin fans, whether you cheer for the Huskies, Cardinals, Bengals, Rebels, or Tornadoes, let's stay above the line.
Back to the fence, and that's gone.
There it is. Ace to win the set. It's caught. 20-10 touchdown.
This is going to be in the gap.
Yes! Yes! Goal! Go to the deflection. Yes! The Huskies win their first state championship.
Section and contend for a trip to the state tournament along with Pete Hayes. I'm Jim Erickson here tonight. It is senior night. This is a young Anoka team. They have just 5 seniors, 4 of them that are here tonight. So this is a young team. They have been all season long. And talking to Coach Sivak, they have seen some improvement here as the season has gone on, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Anoka's a young team, but as you said, Maple Grove is very accomplished. They're going to be a tough out for Anoka tonight. They're going to need good goaltending, and they have it with Erica Olson. So all eyes will be on her tonight as Maple Grove comes in with some high-powered forwards and also a very good goalie themselves.
Crimson probably going to be the number 1 seed in Section 5AA. They are 7-0-1 in section play. Meanwhile, Anoka could be as high as the 5th seed if they can beat Forest Lake in their final game coming up on Thursday. Anoka has just 1 game after tonight, and then Maple Grove with 2 games after tonight facing number 2 Hill Murray, and they also still have Rogers, 2 tough teams remaining on their schedule, as Maple Grove 16-5-1, 7-1-0 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. We mentioned ranked number 7 in the most recent polls. Meanwhile, Anoka at 7-14-2, and they're still looking, all those 7 wins are non-conference wins. They're still looking for their first conference win as we get to the end of the season here in their final conference game. It's a senior night tonight, Pete. You've been a coach. You've been a part of a lot of these, haven't you?
Yeah, I sure have. I never really liked them myself. I'm going to be honest with you.
It takes the attention away a little bit for the players.
You want them to focus on playing, but then again, they're playing for their parents, and they're playing their last game in the arena. So hopefully Anoka comes up, fired up tonight, and gives Maple Grove all they can handle.
There you see the starting lineup for head coach Logan Sivak, who had been an assistant, now in his first year as the head coach of the Anoka Tornadoes. Had a nice discussion with him prior to the season. He has really liked some of the development of the young players, the freshmen and sophomores especially. That sophomore crew is very strong, and they have a very good future here for the Anoka Tornadoes in their second to last game of the season. We're going to drop the puck here in just a couple of minutes. The Pep Band's here tonight, and let's get you our national anthem. And very nice to see the pep band on hand here tonight from Anoka High School. I know brass instruments are not always the easiest to play when it's cold, either in an arena or at a cold football game or a cold soccer game. So it's good to see them here serenading us here tonight with all the great hits of the day and of the past, and certainly our national anthem, Pete.
Well, and Anoka Arena's cold, so I'm sure that those mouthpieces are a little bit cold tonight, but it's always fun having a pep band at any high school event that you're at. It just brings a whole new level to the game, and like I said earlier, hopefully Anoka can play a good structured game. That's what they're going to need to do, Jim. In the defensive zone, they're going to need to be structured. They can't be chasing. They need to stay in their positions, and try to compete with this high-powered Maple Grove team.
Goalie tonight for Anoka. You saw the starting lineups for both teams. Anoka Olsen getting the start here tonight. She's played 562 minutes. Gretchen Pavarud has played 640 minutes. So Olsen, the sophomore, getting the start here tonight. She got the win versus Buffalo, the most recent win for the Tornadoes. 29 saves in that 4-2 win over Buffalo. 3.26 goals against, an .893 save percentage. She does have a shutout. And Danny Strom, who's headed to St. Thomas, is the junior goaltender tonight for Maple Grove. 11-3-1, 1.17 goals against, and a pretty impressive .955 save percentage, Pete.
Yeah, Coach Sivak has to have these girls believing tonight, And like you said, they have a tough goaltender going to St. Thomas. She's going to be hard to get by. Anoka's going to need to have some traffic in front of her to score.
Both of the top lines here starting tonight, although the starters are a little bit different here for Anoka as they're starting some of their seniors with 4 of the 5 skaters starting seniors here tonight, with Henna starting up front along with Botno and Hansen. Here tonight. Right now, Rickley's got it. And now Hennis. Hennis starting at center. Team captain. She's got the C on her jersey. Picked off here by Maple Grove. Carried in on the far side wing. And then it's back up and out here by Anoka. That'll go the length of the ice. We'll get an early icing. Oh, they'll wave it off. So play will continue. And the Crimson push it back up ahead the other way.
Anoka gets their second unit out there. They almost got caught on that one, but luckily, they had one player left on the ice to be able to break that up.
Grace Erickson, Emily Oakland starting back at the blue line here tonight for Maple Grove. That is Emily Oakland, the senior. And a shot all the way through, and they get an early goal. That one sneaks under Olsen from the near side point. And Maple Grove in the early going here, 54 seconds in, it's 1-0.
Yeah, that's Olsen, Ella Olsen, scoring on Anoka Olsen for Anoka. So Ella Olsen was unmarked in front of the net, and she got a stick on it, tipped it through the legs, and just what Anoka cannot have happened. So Maple Grove's up 1-0 here in the first minute.
We have Kelsey Olsen and Ella Olsen in this lineup for Maple Grove. Ella, the senior right winger, getting the goal. That's her 13th of the season here, 54 seconds into the game, and a quick start here for Maple Grove. They lead it 1-0. And I think on that tip, just it fooled Olsen. Oakland was the one who shot it from the point, and Oakland gets the assist. 54-second time of the goal. Oakland the assist, Olsen the goal. And Maple Grove going right back to work. Maple Grove with the crimson, the Vegas gold, and the white trim. Elfstrand has it at the near point, dumps it back in.
You know, really important now, Jim, for Anoka to keep Maple Grove off the board here for the next 5-10 minutes. They get another one right here. It could be a long night.
Maleka Day was working the puck down low. Then they bring it up to Elfstrand. Her shot from the point deflected up over the cage. And Maple Grove loses the puck out to center. And here come the Tornadoes back the other way at center. And they lost that puck. Intercepted, carried right back the other way. Good drive into the zone by Elfstrand. And the Tornadoes will go back and circle back in their own zone. This is Nora Sloth, sophomore defenseman. Back behind her net. Ella Hennis is a senior. Leads the team with 22 points. Leads them with 12 goals and leads them with 10 assists. So Ella Hennis has been their top player here for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, she's one of the few seniors on this team, Jim.
She had a goal and assist against the AC Wings in their most recent game on Thursday. Here's a shot just wide. Wrister by Stella Retram that went wide. Retram has a point in at least 1 point in every game. And they work it back to the wing. Grace Erickson, a shot that goes wide. And another shot, this time from a sharp angle from the near half wall. And it's off of the pad of Olsen, and she'll cover it up.
Yeah, a couple of big scores for Maple Grove. Here's a look right now on that goal. Tipped out in front. Nice job turning her stick, putting that one through the legs of Olson. I was saying Rettram and Shipley are big-time goal scorers. They have 50 points, almost 50 points each, and that's what you need to have a winning formula in girls hockey is a couple of girls who can put the puck in the back of the net, and those two have done it, and they've done it for years here at Maple Grove.
And that was Ella Olson's 10th of the season. I may have said 13. She has 10 goals, 12 assists, now 22 points on the season. For the Maple Grove Crimson, coming in ranked number 7, 16 wins on the season. Head coach Jim Coltis in his second year made the move from Champlain Park after being there for 11 years. He is not behind the bench here tonight, so his assistants Joe Head and Scott Childers have taken over. Meanwhile, back across the line, Shipley, who's going to be a future Mankato Maverick at Minnesota State Mankato, working it to Malekaday. Audrey Malekaday, a solid second-line center. Senior, now Anoka pushes it back out, and Maple Grove will go back here to their blue line, get working the other way. They're left to right in those dark uniforms. Addie Sillerud brings it in on the right wing and shoots it on Olson, and Olson, the sophomore goaltender, will make the save.
Yeah, I think the more Olson can hold on to that puck instead of playing it, the better for Anoka. Have an opportunity to get a line change here and get some fresh bodies on the ice.
Coach Sivak mentioned that both Olson and Pavarud kind of auditioning here at the end of the season to see who will start in section play once Section 7 double play begins, 7 AA, and he was mentioning that it could be the 5 seed or could be the 7 seed.
Well, really, there's one big horse in that section, and that's Andover, and then pretty much anybody else. So, Anoka gets hot at the right time, they could make it to that championship game.
Cleared the other way by Maple Grove. If you're just joining us here on QCTV Sports, Ella Olson, 54 seconds into the game, on a tip out in front on a shot from the point by Oakland. That got Maple Grove on the board here, 1-0 Crimson. 12:25 left to go in the first period, along with Pete Hayes. I'm Jim Erickson. As both teams battling it out here in the neutral zone. Sillerud had it. Now it is Ella Olson, the senior winger. 22 points now on the season. She'll dump it in. Maple Grove will get a line change. And Anoka will go back and reset here in their zone. Nora Sloth paired with Hannah Folstrom. Hannah Folstrom's not here tonight. She's on the line chart but was not here tonight. She's one of the seniors, so just 4 of the 5 seniors are here tonight for this young Anoka team. Had a nice little senior night presentation and ceremony prior to and in between the JV game and the varsity game. JV was a 1-1 tie between Maple Grove and Anoka earlier tonight.
Well, that's pretty impressive by the Tornadoes to be able to do that. I know Maple Grove is always really deep in the numbers of girls and boys that they have at that high school.
Puck intercepted by Sloth. She pushes it out to center. Nora Sloth has seen a lot of action. She's had the puck a lot here, the defenseman. And now Ella Hennis goes the other way. Hennis, Rickley, and Moore. That top line for Anoka, they have factored in on 9 of the last 11 goals that Anoka has scored. So they've been key. In on the left side is Rettram with a shot. Olson with a save up into the air with Stella Rettram. Mentioned a point in every game, and she's 2 points away from 175 career points.
Wow.
For the future Penn State Nittany Lion.
I can't even count that high, and she has that many points.
Grace Erickson back behind the net. Bella Shipley in her own zone. Back up ahead to Erickson, the junior. Then it's tipped the other way by Shipley down the near side wall and in deep in the Anoka zone. Things have settled down a little bit after that early Maple Grove goal here.
Yeah, absolutely. Anoka needed to stem the tide there for the last 7 minutes, and they've done that. So maybe they can get themselves online here to get themselves a goal.
Sillerud, a wrist shot from the far point, goes wide off the end wall, comes back to the blue line, held in nicely by Kelsey Olson. Olson had the lone goal in their loss to top-ranked Minnetonka. It was a 3-1 loss last Saturday on January 28th, their most recent game. This will be an icing here on the Tornadoes. 10-10 left in the first, Pete. 1-0 Crimson.
Yeah, Jim Coltis, he made a really tough schedule for himself this year. I see they played Minnetonka twice. They played Andover. They played Edina. They have not beaten those 4 teams, all top 10 teams, but, they only lost to them, I believe, by a goal or 2 goals every time. So come section time, Jim Coltis' team will be ready.
Lost to Edina 3-2, lost to Minnetonka 3-2 and 3-1. tied North Wright County 2-2, although they had a rather big advantage in shots on goal in that game. Also lost to Holy Family 5-1 among their 5 losses entering. Shot from the left wing, and cradling is Olsen once again, holding on as she settles in a little bit. Didn't allow that early goal to rattle her too much, and holds on there. 9:52 left in the first.
Well, we got
and
a
we're gonna
penalty.
get a penalty.
Yeah, penalty on Anoka here. So stay disciplined here. This is going to be a big kill, big power play for Maple Grove, big kill for Anoka, with Maple Grove up 1-0, and we still got 10 to go here in the first period.
Body check against Reese Kristoff, who leads that second line, the sophomore center, with 10 points, but she will serve 2 minutes for body checking. And a very good Maple Grove power play at 36% is out on the ice here, leading at 1-0. Centering pass attempt by Rettrum, got a second chance on it, and it comes free out in front, and Shipley goes top shelf up over Olsen. It's a power play goal for Maple Grove. It's 2-0.
Yeah, you cannot let Maple Grove get on the power play. You have to be a little more disciplined than Anoka was right there, because when you put that team on the power play with the powerful players that they have, it's really hard. Remember coaching the Anoka girls many years ago, and we had 3 Division I girls, and it was pretty tough to stop that power play. Here's another look at the goal for Maple Grove. They're up 2-0.
So Shipley in front of the net. That's her 19th goal of the season. She had 2 goals, 3 assists against Armstrong Cooper in a 5-0 win last Tuesday a week ago, and gets one here. Erickson and Rettrum getting the assist. 2-0 Maple Grove. Anoka back at full strength here after the power play goal. And the Crimson go back. Emily Oakland, who assisted on that first goal. Anoka trying to get on the forecheck here and force a turnover back behind the net. Oakland.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing for Anoka. Get that puck in deep, forecheck. Hope that Maple Grove can cough a puck up, put some pressure on their defense back there.
The DeGaulier line is out there for Anoka. Botno and Machulis. One player to watch is Reagan Reinholtz, a freshman who has 2 goals, both of them game-winning goals in 2 of the 7 wins here for Anoka. Here's a stick-to-stick breakout pass to Amsler. Off her stick, goes back to try to recover. It's picked off. Shipley comes in. They got a 2-on-2, and Shipley left it for Rettrum, and she's off the glass and wide of the net.
Yeah, they have that top line out there against Anoka. It's 2 freshmen and a sophomore on the ice right now, so I don't know if that's the matchup they're exactly looking for.
This will be an icing here on Anoka. 8:07 remaining in our first period. And Maple Grove with 16 wins on the season, leading it here 2-0.
Yeah, they're a nice-looking team. I'm seeing some good action out of their defense, who are getting into the offensive flow of things, and that first line from Maple Grove is really tough.
Maple Grove has outscored their opponents 31-7 in the first period here this season. So they have been a quick starting team. Anoka clearing it again. This one will not be enough for icing. And Danny Strom, the junior, her backup, Ellie Hancock, 5-2-0. So she has 7 decisions. So she's seen as a sophomore-junior combo. Shipley in through a screen off the blocker, pushed aside by Olsen. And the rebound remains here in the Anoka zone.
Yeah, both Anoka goalies have goals against of under 4, so that's not bad. Lower 3s, I believe, for both of them, Jim.
Rickley dumped in. Back in the corner. Crimson try to clear up the wall, held in momentarily on the forecheck there by Abby Moore, the sophomore with 14 points. Now right back, here come the Crimson, and a goal by Rettrum. Again, top shelf, able to use some speed. Got a half step on the coverage, and Rettrum from the left side wrists one up high, and it's 3-0.
Well, that's one for Rettrum and one for Shipley, the 2 top scorers for Maple Grove, and they're up 3-0, and we still have 7 minutes to go here in the first. Like I said earlier, I think Anoka needs to try to get that red line, get the puck in, and forecheck and eat up time, see if they can't get one in the back of the net, just like they did right here.
Rettrum with a goal and assist. Mentioned she had at least 1 point in every game, 2 points here in this first period, picking up her 25th goal. That was an unassisted goal. Rettrum took it from neutral, brought it in, made her way to the left wing, got an angle that she liked, and then took a really nice wrist shot, went up high.
You know, if you're Anoka right now, you just keep telling the girls, keep competing. You know, that's what you're looking for. Compete. It's going to be hard to come back, even though we have a long ways to go, but they're against an awful good team, but you need to compete.
Grace Erickson showing some skill down the right wing. Nice little forehand, backhand, back to the forehand, little wrist shot, cleared the other way by the Tornadoes. And it'll be icing. And we'll come back and join sophomore goaltender Anoka Olsen. Gretchen Pavarud is a junior, so Anoka will have their 2 goaltenders back next year with a pretty good slew of young players. And the seniors that were here tonight, I was really impressed by their majors. They announced the majors of the seniors, what they're going to be doing when they go to college. And I'll try to mention those here during the broadcast.
I like it.
Pretty impressive. Off of the draw in the Anoka zone, swept around, far side corner, Georgia Francois. Sophomore, up the wing, Sokup, who is the third-ling center. And they work it there. This is the third line, Sukup, Lubo, and Wilhelmy. And it's cleared out by the Tornadoes. Maple Grove in their own zone. Clearing attempt was knocked down. Elfstrand goes back to get it, taps it behind her net. Gets it from Oakland. Elfstrand and Oakland, the second D pairing here for the Maple Grove Crimson. State tournament team a year ago. They lost in the quarterfinals to Gentry Academy 2-1. Beat Brainerd in the Conso semifinals and then lost 2-1 to Burnsville. And Burnsville this year is in a co-op with 6 other schools, actually 5 other schools, total of 6 schools. That also includes Faribault, called Metro South, the Metro South Phoenix, as the numbers had declined there for Burnsville.
That's just crazy.
It is.
It's crazy.
As the puck gets tipped out to neutral here for Maple Grove. They gain control. Sillerud, smooth move at neutral, dumps it in. Into the far side, battle ensues there. Another one of the sophomore defensemen, Lily Clocker. They have 4 sophomore defensemen to go with senior Layla Alm here tonight. Up to the point, Haley Nord, a shot kicked away. Olsen back up high, back to the point. Sillerud down low, now to the near side. Working it is Haley Nord, and she had it poked away. Good stick by Ella Hennis, and that forces Maple Grove to retreat back in their own end. Olsen, Shipley, and Retrum, the goals here in this first period for Maple Grove. Crimson attacked the net. That was Kelsey Olsen. She goes down, slow to get up, out in front of Olsen. Then a shot from the point, deflects wide. Kelsey Olsen, the sophomore center on that top line. Still a little shaken up, it looks like. Trying to shake the cobwebs out. Anoka clears. And a whistle and an icing on the Tornadoes.
You know, the good thing for Anoka tonight here is it's not like the NHL where if you ice the puck, you have to keep the same people out there. So
or college hockey. Yeah. That's the rule in college hockey now, too. I don't think that'll ever come to high school, Pete.
No, I don't think it will either. Probably a good idea where it doesn't.
You know, they've also in college hockey, in professional hockey, you play it out of the zone up over the glass. That's delay a game. If you do that in college, it's just a defensive zone face-off, and you can't change.
Well, I think in high school hockey, you don't want tired kids out on the ice because tired kids can get hurt.
Exactly. Yep, and I think that'll be a wise move to keep it as is. Abby Oakland doing a nice job here, centering pass. And Maleka Day shoots it in on Olsen. And Olsen covers it up with her glove with 3:35 remaining in the first.
Yeah, if you're Marcus Foligno, you probably can stay out there an extra shift.
Exactly.
You know, those guys are in pretty good shape.
Here comes Maleka Day taking the draw against Reese Christoph. Puck tied up. Controlled here by the Tornadoes, trying to break out. Nice stick by Erickson, got it out to prevent the clear from Anoka, and the Tornadoes will have to go back in their own zone. Francois leads it up for Christoph. Tips it into the Mankato zone, but it was offside, so they had to touch up. And the Crimson can push it back the other way. Grace Erickson across the line, feeds it ahead. Ella Olsen in. Penalty coming up as Olsen was pulled down on her attack to the net. Delayed penalty here on Anoka. As Anoka touches the puck, and Maple Grove will get their second power play of this first period.
Yeah, Ella Olsen's off to a good start here. Nice play by her.
Good
Cutting
strong
back
move to the net.
Yeah, cut back to the middle. Had to be hauled down, and Maple Grove will go back on the power play, and I see that she stays out there as the center.
Layla Alm gets the call for hooking. Maple Grove's power play entering tonight. They're 1 for 1 on the night, 36% on the season. They get it out in front. Ella Olsen with a backhand attempt, then a forehand kicked out of there by Olsen. Rebound on the left wing. Shipley there behind the net. Centering pass, Rettrum. Cross ice to Shipley, who is coming down from the left wing, and Anoka finds it, and they clear it all the way down. The Anoka penalty kill is 67.4% entering tonight. They've given up 14 power play goals entering. And a nice job here as they're able to maintain at the line and get it in deep.
This is where in that offensive end for Maple Grove, Anoka's defense has to keep their head on the swivel because they're looking for that back door, and Anoka's puck watching, and they're finding the player on the back door. So they got to do a better job of watching both ways with that head on a swivel, as we used to call it.
DeGaulier comes in, bumped by Booth, puck behind the net, up the wing, but saved. Erickson got to the point to hold it in. Shipley, cross ice, Rettrum shot, kicked out of there, and that will exit the zone.
I'll tell you what, Olsen's made a couple of really nice saves here, Jim, in this power play.
Good work with the pad, the old pinball flipper. 50 seconds left to go in the penalty. Shipley centers. Erickson dances in down the left slot, shot wide. And Karam held in. Rettrum off the rebound. Floats out top, in low, down low shot. Olsen, couple of whacks at it. Another couple of whacks, and they score. Ella Olsen gets her second of the game. First one was a redirection. This one was off a rebound, and it's 4-0 Maple Grove.
Ella Olsen gets in front of that net, and she's hard to move out of there. She's real strong on her skates, has a good, strong base, and she scored a couple of goals within 3 feet of the goal, and that's pretty tough for Olsen to defend.
We call that the grease pan. That's one of the tough areas of the ice. If you go there and can go there consistently, you usually get rewarded, don't you?
Yeah, it's the only place I could go. You know, I wasn't gonna fly around people, but if I could get a bloody nose once in a while, I might be able to put one in the back of the net.
You might get a couple of two-handers to the back too.
Yeah.
But that's just the price you pay for going there.
And that's exactly right. But if you wanted to score goals, that's where you got to go.
Yeah, Abby Oakland has it in the corner. Tornadoes pull it back out. They go on the attack the other way. Dump it in. 1 minute left to go here in the first period. 4-0 Maple Grove. Near point, Francois keeps it in. Flipped in the air. Glove down, Sillerud, a sophomore defenseman. Sillerud mixing it up there. Puck comes free. Forecheck for Anoka was Reinholtz. Had those 2 game winners here this season. Just a freshman starting to come on. That second line, sophomore, freshman for Anoka. As they came on the attack with one of those sophomores, Amsler with a shot. And it is gloved and scooped by Danny Strom. Really, maybe the first time we've mentioned Danny Strom. She controls the puck here and gets a face-off here to her right, left wing draw.
Yeah, I believe that is the first shot for Anoka, and that was by Leah Amsler. Saw Amsler play last year in a game this year. Really like her. She's not a very big girl, but she's a scrappy girl, and she's going to be a good one before she's done here at Anoka.
Strom took the loss in that game against Minnetonka 3-1, made 38 saves, as Minnetonka had 41 shots on goal.
They're loaded.
They're loaded. They're the number 1 team. Hill Murray number 2 is up next for this Maple Grove team, rated 7th. With 10 seconds left in the period in the Anoka zone, up to the point. Oakland holds it in, gets it back. Quick little shot towards the net, blocked as Booth got in the way of that. And there's the horn, and that's the end of our first period with Maple Grove scoring twice on the power play and 2 5-on-5 goals in this first period. And the 2 teams will go to the locker room with a Maple Grove lead here over Anoka on senior night for the Tornadoes. It's 4-0. And you're watching high school girls hockey on QCTV Sports.
Welcome to our winter edition of At the Half, the show where we take a closer look at some of our area high school sports. I'm your host, Chuck Stens. Andover boys and girls hockey look to capitalize on their outstanding dual state championships last year In order to continue their success into this season, let's talk with the head coaches from both teams to see what the teams have to bring.
I'm Melissa Volk, and this is my 10th year at Andover. Our expectations are kind of similar every single year to be getting better, as the season goes and be playing our best hockey come February. We're a year older. Last year we were super young with so many freshmen on the team, and now kids are kind of filling some different roles and kind of figuring it out this year. Our captains, Ella Berger, Issa Gettle, Maddie Brown, that top line of ours, and then also Kaylin Mum back at D, Courtney Stegman, our goalie, but then a lot of other players that fill some huge roles for us and give us that depth that we need. Yeah, so every game, we kind of get excited for and another opportunity to play with our teammates and whatnot. But tomorrow we play Minnetonka, so that's a big game. And then we're in the Dyna tournament after Christmas. Yeah, we love our youth girls. We're so lucky to know all of them on such an individual basis. But the biggest thing that we preach here is just working hard and having a good attitude.
My name's Mark Manny. I'm the head coach of the boys hockey team at Andover High School. Well, last year's team, a lot of our skill up front was underclassmen, and when you have underclassmen leading your team on offense, they don't feel the pressure that seniors feel. So they tend to kind of play loose and play very well. Seniors sometimes, get the feeling it might be their last game if they lose, and sometimes that leads to not playing well. So we had the perfect combo last year of great senior leaders who were calm under pressure and juniors who played free. We'll see what we have this year. Our best players are going to be seniors this year, and sometimes, like I say, that's not a great recipe, and sometimes it is. So we hope our young guys get better every game, and then we get good leadership, and I think this team will be pretty good by the end of the year. Well, up front, our three big guys are Gavin Thorson, Caden Casey, and Cooper Conway. Casey and Thorson both had over 70 points last year. Conway was hurt about half the year, so he had his offensive numbers didn't look quite as impressive, but they're going to be our leaders up front. Throw in senior Mac Yell, and we're looking for big things offensively from him, and junior Ben Dahl as well. And after that, we're going to see who steps forward and kind of takes the mantle and runs. On the backside, Tristan May Robinson, senior captain, who's been a stalwart for us for 2 years now, and will be again for a third. And then Landon Stringfellow, a junior who played a regular shift last year and is getting better by the day. Back in the net, we lost Austin Bronze, who was probably the best goalie in Minnesota last year. So we're just looking for who's going to step forward and take that job. We've got 4 very capable goalies, and any of them could be our starter by the end of the year.
The Tornadoes have some new dedicated members of their cheerleading squad. Let's check in with them to learn some more.
I started coaching this year. I used to coach at a different school for an elementary competitive team, so this is kind of a switch up, but I really like it.
My name is Jordan Waldinger, and I've been coaching here for 4 years. I'm going to be going on 5. I came here to be the assistant coach just right after I graduated high school, so I've been here for a bit.
Last year was kind of rough for us. We had a lot of drama, a lot of issues, but I feel like this year we have the most committed and hardworking team that I personally have ever seen.
Yeah, we are this is some of the most hardworking girls I've ever met. They are so committed. They want to win. They want to be here every day. They want to put in the work, and they want to get that bid.
I think there's just more energy, more effort. So I just think this team is just miles different than it was last year. They want to be here. I can tell they want to be here. They want to put in the work. They're putting in work outside of practice.
Yeah, the drive is really there. I enjoy it.
We learned from our middle school coaches that were old Anoka cheerleaders that learned different ways and different techniques and stuff. And basically, when we got our new coach, Caitlin, she brought in some new cheers that she did with her old team.
Also cheers that she had learned in high school herself.
Yeah.
So cheers end up kind of just being a big collaboration of what ends up working for the team and like what we like the most.
Our pyramids that we do in our competitive routine, we have performed them at football games just to kind of practice it in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
And we've done a couple of routines at Pep Fest.
I think games that we cheer at, I feel that's more that's more performing, and competitions I do view as like competing. Like it's more intense.
Our first competition of the year usually is regionals, and it's always the Saturday before Halloween. And then after that, we have competitions usually on Saturdays, every weekend or every other weekend kind of after that.
Until like late February when Nationals is.
When I got hired, that was my goal to the AD, I would like to take this team to Nationals. Mm-hmm. That's a huge goal for coaches as well. So.
Coaching this team, we've gotten 2 bids I think, and we just haven't gone yet. So I think that's always my goal.
Nationals. We want to get a bid to Nationals. Yep.
The Rebels gymnastics team is committed to setting goals and improving throughout the season. Let's see what the team is up to and how they plan to seek success this winter.
We're down a bit, but I've always said I want to work with athletes who will work hard. Like if you love gymnastics and you work hard, that's who I want to work with. And we've got a core group of great girls. We've got an awesome senior leader in Melina Ung. I don't know anybody that's worked harder. So it's been a pleasure to coach her, and she's already been an awesome, invaluable captain, and I know that will keep going through the season.
We lost about half of our team, I'd say, and then we got a lot of new middle schoolers, which is really nice, so that we have a really young team right now, and I think the season will be really fun. We have our summer practices, and then we also do, I tried to do monthly team bondings over the summer before season started.
So the technique is the thing that takes a little bit more time and repetitions to build, and well, really all those things, strength, flexibility, but the strength and flexibility are what we really focus on as a coaching staff. Of those are things we can control. If you're doing your splits daily and really working it, you'll get more flexible. If you're doing shoulder stretches, and we do partner shoulder stretches and a lot of different stretches, you'll get more shoulder flexibility. So the strength and flexibility we focus on a lot. We focus a lot on improvement. So it's always a goal of ours with both our varsity and JV to have the team from that first meet to the end meet improve 8 to 10 points. And last year I think we got almost to 12 with the varsity, and I think maybe even 13 with the JVs. So those continue to be our goals. So this year we're just focusing on rebuilding those good team habits and that mentality towards improvement. And we're going to try and beat those teams that are at that same level that we're at, and show that we worked to be our best on that day.
That's it for this edition of At the Half. Make sure to keep up to date with all your local sports coverage by liking and subscribing to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube pages. Thanks for watching.
The ice arena is getting an upgrade. We are taking the floor, we've ripped it out, and today we're pouring the new floor back. So you have a lot going on, a lot of people out there, but really this is kind of the end of what's been about a 2-month process to get it ready for putting the new concrete floor in. 2 months, we start with ripping the old floor out, and then we excavate, put new soil back. We put in a subfloor system that keeps frost from going down. That'll keep the new floor from lifting up. Put in a layer of insulation, a bunch of tubing, and then top it with the concrete.
It's starting to get real busy with construction, redoing our refrigeration room, mechanical room with a brand new refrigeration plant. We did pour concrete on our other floor in June. We replaced that floor, and it's been a flurry of activity and construction going on. So the Anoka Ice Arena is used by the local youth hockey associations in the area that we promote youth hockey, youth skating. We do dry floor activities as far as turf. So we promote turf use for indoor lacrosse, indoor soccer, and other youth groups.
This has really elevated the ability for Anoka to have, and the high school, in conjunction with the city of Ramsey and Andover, etc., to have a great place to play hockey in. And we're excited as a city to be able to help the ice arena in procuring the funds they needed to get these 2 new rinks put into place. It just means a lot. It's just another piece of the puzzle that makes Anoka a great place to live, to do business in, and to come and recreate in also.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. Every day he's hungry for something. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that he's a good person. I think the advice I would give is you don't need to know all the answers. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as it's coming from love, then it kind of starts to work itself out.
They were paired up with like North Branch. Teams are returning to the ice. Welcome back to the Anoka Area Ice Arena. Senior night here for the Anoka Tornadoes. A big first period for the Maple Grove Crimson. They put 4 on the board. They are 2 for 2 on the power play. A key here for Anoka has got to be stay out of that box, because that Maple Grove power play is certainly very potent, as they are as a team. They average practically 4 goals per game while giving up 1.5 on the season here. That's a pretty good combination. If you don't give up goals, Pete, I'm not a great hockey mind or analyst, but if you don't give up goals and you score, if you're scoring like 3 times the number of goals that you score or give up, that's a pretty good combination for success.
Yeah, and they've been doing that all year long, and I know we were talking during the intermission. I think Maple Grove has all the goods to make a run at it if they can get to that state tournament. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, is get into the state tournament. But they've been there before, so they wouldn't be awestruck. They have good goaltending. They have good defenders. They have a couple of elite scorers and some good secondary scorers. So I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to play them in a section or in a state tournament game.
No, and they, like I said, they have played close games. They have some losses against some of those other top teams, but they all were close. So, a bounce here or there, another power play conversion or anything there, and those games can turn around in a different direction if they should meet those teams again later in the season.
Yeah, absolutely. For Anoka here now, want to get that puck in deep. I talked about it earlier. And you want to come out and compete. Compete, try to win the period.
Brickley against Olson. Maple Grove is right to left here in the second period. Again, they're in the dark uniforms. And it's in the Maple Grove zone. And the Crimson will go back and start it out here from their own end. Flipping it out to Olson, but not out of the zone. Back into her. Olson, who's team captain's got the C on her jersey. Right now, that's Emily Oakland, the senior right shot defenseman with the C on her jersey. Cleared the other way. Crimson get to it. Bella Shipley. And where is it? It's back behind the net. Shipley, Rettram, Olson. Very, very good forward line here. Has to be considered when you look at their numbers and everything. One of the tops in Class AA. Anoka trying to clear.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of them are 20-plus goal scorers and close to 50 points altogether. So a couple of excellent forwards with a third winger on that line that's pretty darn good, too.
And goalie change here for Anoka. Gretchen Pavarud noticed a different helmet, then a different number. And there is a shot right on Pavarud by Grace Erickson. And Gretchen Pavarud will make the save. She's a junior. She's played 640 minutes and some change, 3-9-1 on the season, 3.50 goals against for the Tornadoes, .893 save percentage, which is exactly the same as Olson coming into tonight, and she has a pair of shutouts this season for the Tornadoes. Taking the draw, Reese Kristoff, double-digit points. One of those sophomores taking a step here this season for the Tornadoes. Back is Sillerud in her own zone, up to the line. Intercepted. Tornadoes get a chance to push it. It's Reinholtz. Reagan Reinholtz, freshman. 4 bodies there. Puck is piled up. Aleka pushing it back the other way. A little bit behind Olsen. Dumped in by Maple Grove. Pavarud behind her net. Opening 2 minutes of the second period. Maple Grove a 4-0 lead.
Nice job by Anoka going D to D. That's where you have to control that puck over in that board zone, that breakout pass.
Amsler pounded out of the zone, but then coming back the Crimson in a right side shot. Elfstrand that time, the defenseman. One thing about the Maple Grove defensemen, they like to activate. They can jump into the play. They can make things happen, as will be icing here on Anoka. I was mentioning some of those outstanding and very impressive majors for the 4 seniors that are here tonight. Bridget Botno for Anoka is going to Michigan Tech for chemical engineering. Ella Hennis, I don't know if she has a school yet. I didn't hear her school, but she's going to study biology. Amber Hansen is going to major in marketing and human resources at Minnesota Duluth. And Layla Alm is going to major in biochemistry with a minor in aerospace engineering.
Congratulations, girls.
Yeah, Layla Alm also listed one of her highlights. There's a good shot right off of the draw straight away as Booth put it in. One of the few saves needed here for Strom tonight. And Maple Grove will pick up the rebound and come back the other way. Retram.
Maple Grove is shorthanded right now, Jim. Penalty went to Ella Olsen. Not sure what it was for, but I saw her going into the box.
First power play of the night for Anoka, but it's Maple Grove with a shorthanded tally. Bella Shipley found herself at the far side post, and she puts it in. Shorthanded goal for the Crimson, and they increase their lead to 5-0.
You are a hockey player when you can make that play. It was backdoor, behind the net. I love that play, Jim. Went behind the net was, I believe, Retram. Shipley was out front. Here you can take another look. She's going behind the net and comes back to the far side and just deposited it into the net. Beautiful play by the Crimson.
Shipley's second goal of the game, 20th of the season. And a shorthanded goal here for Maple Grove. So not only they score on the power play, they also score on the penalty kill. So the penalty continues on Ella Olsen. Minute 15 left to go. Anoka still has time to try and attack on this power play. Long pass, though, didn't make it. A little too long there for Amsler. Up to the point, held in Francois, back in low. Kristoff here in this power play unit for Anoka. And instead up and out and cleared down the length of the ice by Malekaday. Audrey Malekaday, senior on that second line.
Well, the Crimson are very aggressive on this penalty kill, to say the least.
They come right back in with a backhanded shot. Ends up wide by Elfstrand. Anoka with a breakout feed here. Ella Hennis forced wide to the near wall. Has the puck poked away. Battle for it in the center circle. Grabbed by Francois again. 22 seconds left in the Anoka power play. Strom stops it behind the net. Up the wall, getting spilled. That far wall was Abby Moore. Play continues, no whistle. Back up to center. Sukup has to retrieve back in her zone, being pressured. Maple Grove still in the penalty kill. Long feed. Penalty has expired. No icing on that. Olsen is out of the box. And Maple Grove kills off the penalty and scores a goal in the meantime to expand their lead.
Yeah, there's blood in the water right now for Maple Grove. They are not letting up one bit, playing very physical. And as you said earlier, their defense really is activating right now, getting up in the play. And I'll tell you what, you get a 4-0 lead, and I'm a defender, Jim. I'm activating until they tell me you can't anymore.
That's fun for a defenseman.
Absolutely.
Certainly. They love that. Long pass for Maple Grove. Doesn't connect. Clocker, the sophomore defenseman for Anoka, back to get it. Swung up and around. Machulis tried to clear it. Instead, Maple Grove throws it back in deep. And the Tornadoes have to go back. Booth, who had one of the goals against Armstrong Cooper, the Wings, in a recent game here for Anoka. Stolen down the far wall. Oakland along the line. Centering pass. Olsen with a good look. Kelsey Olsen. And pad save needed there by Pavarud. Puck, though, still stuck in the tornado zone.
Yeah, that the Crimson defense, they're pinching down on those wings of Anoka right now.
Oakland back to her line. Feeds it ahead. Tipped ahead Erickson. Now coming in on the left side, Malekade. Tried to center. And a penalty coming up here.
Looks like it's Abby Oakland, sophomore forward.
It is going to be a hook. And Abby Oakland will be escorted to the box. It'll be a power play again here for Anoka, their second of the period.
As a coach, you don't like those penalties in the offensive end.
No.
Defensive penalties can be tolerated. In the offensive end, you never want to see a penalty.
So second power play chance for Anoka coming in. Their power play chance and percentage is a shot right off of the draw. They pull it back and Alm, and it's kicked away by Strom. Their power play coming in 20.8%. Maple Grove coming back in short-handed off of a skate. Up ahead, a little bit behind Moore, held in, wrist shot, and Retram puts it right off the right pad of Pavarud as Anoka pulls it back the other way through center. Abby Moore gains the zone. Minute 27 left to go here in the power play. Anoka centering out in front and camped right there was Rickley, who has 9 goals of the season. She was in the right spot. Hennis is out in front now, and it bounces onto the stick of Retram, who will break it out the other way. Short-handed, Ripley, Retram, and it's offside. With 10:32 left in the second, and Anoka has 1:09 left in her power play.
Hey, good opportunity right there for Anoka on the power play as Rickley almost put one in the back of the net for Anoka. But they're still not on that scoreboard, down 5-0 here in the second.
Malekade here to take the draw for the Crimson against Reese Christoph. Yeah, Maple Grove will retrieve. Grace Erickson, the defenseman, came in with 6 goals and 18 points on the season at a plus 28. Leading the team among the leaders, both her and Retram came in at a plus 28 on the plus minus. Booth trying to clear it out, coughs it up. Ella Olsen in with a backhand and the hat trick for Ella Olsen. Anoka turned the puck over, and it's the second shorthanded goal in a row here for Maple Grove, and Ella Olsen has herself a hat trick for Maple Grove, and it's 6-0.
Well, it's the Ella Olsen night tonight. You know, we talk about their big 2, but Ella Olsen has 3 for Maple Grove tonight. Great move, came in down that left side, cut back to her backhand, deposited in the back of the net, and we're at 6-0.
Nice backhand, hoisting it up high. Crimson have done a nice job elevating the puck here tonight. A number of their goals have been top shelf, up above the shoulder, below the crossbar. So elevating those pucks and taking advantage of those corners. And they now have a 6-0 lead. 2 power play goals and 2 shorthanded goals here for Maple Grove.
Yeah, you can't let up. When you get on that power play, sometimes kids think we're on the power play, don't have to work as hard. Against a team like this, you have to work harder because they're going to try to score shorthanded as they've done 2 times already.
Maple Grove dumps it in, clears the puck. Meanwhile, Oakland out of the box here for Maple Grove. Crimson back with Layla Alm. Lone senior of the defensive core here tonight. Hannah Folstrom not dressed in here, and it's a shot from the right point, and it's off of Pavarud and up and out of play in that protective mesh netting. 6-0 here, Maple Grove.
Yeah, Maple Grove showing that they can do it on the shorthanded too. They're not floating anybody or anything. They're just getting the puck and wheeling, and their wheeling is getting by the Anoka defenders.
Maddie Sukup. Good leadership here. The second and third line. They have 2 seniors at that center position. Good way to anchor those lines. Anoka gets to the puck, but not yet out. Hennis now does chip it out. Abby Moore advances it ahead to the Maple Grove line. Back in her own zone, Emily Oakland up to the blue line, and the Tornadoes got to it. They get it back behind the net, picked off here, and pushed up ahead by the Crimson.
You're talking about that depth that Maple Grove had. Used to be in girls hockey. If you had one good line, you could go a long way. You can't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Circling back in her own zone is Nora Sloth. Plays it up ahead onto the stick of Kendall Rickley, who had her first hat trick of her career against Buffalo recently here for the Anoka Tornadoes. That was that 4-2 win. That was their last win back on Friday, January 20th. They've dropped games to Rogers, AC, and then Osseo Park Center. And their last 3 to the net, right at Pavarud, and the save made. Olsen with a wrist shot that hugged the ice. Sometimes those are tough for a goalie. Rebound ends up the wall to Shipley. Shipley to Elfstrand, and back out of the zone. Elfstrand will come rink wide over to Sillerud. Sillerud down the near wing, into the corner. 7.5 left to go. We've passed the midway mark of the game. 6-0 Maple Grove. From behind the net, centering attempt didn't quite connect for Sillerud. Ends up back behind the net, below the goal line with Shipley. Falling down was Rettram trying to center the puck. And the Tornadoes do back at out with a backhand. Sillerud back to her line.
The Tornadoes are playing hard. It's just tough for them to get any traction against the Crimson here.
Reinholtz across the red line, dumped in. They need to get a line change. Top line for Anoka, 22 points, 16 and 14 across. Those are the 3 leading scorers for Anoka on their top line. And against a deeper team like Maple Grove, that can be a tough matchup. Intercepted here at the line. Ella Olsen coming in already with 3 goals, and she tried to set up another one with Rettram out in front. Huge save by Pavarud. Back to Rettram. And a shot just wide from the near side wing. That was Elfstrom. Down the wall into the corner. Oakland. Good battle there by Anoka, able to win that battle. They grab it, clear it up the other way. It's on net. Strom stops it, so there's no icing, and it comes back out to neutral. It's Ella Olsen. Olsen, nice move down the wing with a low-angle shot. Saved by Pavarud. Loose puck, cleared out, but not out of the zone with another wrist shot. That hit traffic out in front, Erickson. And Erickson again at the point. Didn't get all of it. A race for the puck the other way. Erickson's going after it. DeGollier after it. Back up to center. And whacked into the zone there by Francois. Maple Grove in their own end. Action's picked up a little bit here in the last couple of minutes.
Tell you what, the way it's going for Olsen, I'm surprised that last opportunity, but Hurst didn't go in. Almost trickled in for her 4th goal.
Ella Olsen right at the blue line, dumps it around, swings it around. She's heading over on the line change. At least I thought she was. Yep, now she is. Steps over the boards, pushed back in by Emily Oakland. Oakland takes her to the side of the net, gets her own rebound. Team captain in the corner. Flipped up high into the air. Nora Sloth into the near corner for Anoka. Up to Erickson at the line. Little backdoor feed with Wilhelmy going to the net. Directed it in on Pavarud. Pavarud the save. Rebound Tornadoes. Machulis crosses into the Maple Grove zone. Suka picks it off to center all the way back to the Tornadoes in their own zone.
Machulis' dad, Ted, is the boys coach at Anoka in his first year. Been with the program as JV coach for many years. Took over this year.
Tornadoes with a little flick out of the zone. Able to clear it with Smith. Looking up ice, it's into the Maple Grove zone. Hennis, though, couldn't hold it. And it's pushed up ahead. Wilhelmy down the near wall. Pretty solid body check there delivered by Booth. Then a bad angle shot ended off of Pavarud back into the far corner. And quickly after it is Bella Shipley.
Nice job by Booth right there, coming off of the bench with good speed to get across to make that play.
Up to the point, Haley Nord, third set of D. Out there right now for Maple Grove. Up to Shipley with a shot. Endwall Karam off of her rebound. Behind the net, Rettram carries it across and above the goal line, and then she sends it across the crease And then back into the far corner, reversed here by Maple Grove. Under 4 left to go in the second period.
Yeah, Shipley and Rettram, their feet are moving all the time. Never stop moving.
2 goals this period for Maple Grove. Both of them short-handed. Expanding their lead from 4-0 to 6-0. Rettram tried a quick little pass from the corner, got tipped. Shipley forechecking, had her stick on it. Now it's the other Olsen, Kelsey Olsen, who gives it up high to Shipley. Back to the point, intercepted by Maple Grove. By Anoka, and pushed back the other way. Leah Amsler trying to track it down. Also in there as the forecheck came in deep was number 13, Amber Hansen, who was listed as a 4th liner. Then a collision right in front of us. Anoka player went down as Maple Grove comes back the other way.
Yeah, that was Reinholtz.
Yep. Shot goes in, and they'll whistle this one down. That was, Reinholtz 22 in a collision. 2 players trying to occupy the same point at neutral, and very seldom does that work as that puck goes up out of play. And pull a broom out of the supply closet and use the broom to free up the puck out of that netting.
Yeah, that doesn't work when you have a senior against a freshman very often either.
No.
That was Rettram against Reinholtz.
Malekade wins the draw. They get a shot in high. That may have hit the mask of Pavarud, shaking the cobwebs a little bit. Comes up to the point. Elfstrand shot, sticked away and up into the mesh and out of play by Pavarud with 2:32 left to go.
You know, even strength, Anoka's been pretty good this period. Hasn't given up any goals, but 2 shorties, 2 power play, 2 even strength for Maple Grove over these first 2 periods, but both goals this period have been shorties.
Maple Grove won the meeting last year 7-0. Face-off win, pulled back. Erickson near side. That hit Pavarud up high. Good point-blank chance by Makeladay. And it comes back to the blue line. Malekade has it again. Bank it off the end wall. Near corner, Erickson. To the point is the forward Oakland. Reversal, right side wrist shot. Oakland ends up with the rebound. Up for Erickson, and it's grabbed by Anoka. Pushed by Hennis. Got to the line. Left the puck there. Stayed in the zone. I thought it did, but they'll whistle it down offside here with 1:54 left to go in period 2.
Yeah, some pretty good speed right there by Ella Hennis, the senior captain for Anoka. Just a little bit offside. I'd like to hear the Anoka band play the fight song for the band,
yeah,
for the team and for the band. You know, they've been waiting.
They certainly had. Wilhelmy down the right wing wall into the corner. Under 2:40 to be exact left to go in the period. Nice work at the line by Silarud to hold it. Then nice puck movement over to the backside. Wilhelmy with a shot. Pavarud will cradle and hold on with 1:32 left.
You know, it's a rebuild for Anoka, but I think they got the right guy here with Logan Sivak. You know, he's a low-key guy and has a lot of patience, along with Rebecca Shields and Kristen Manthe, and all 3 of them are they're very positive, and they'll work with this team.
Logan is he's an Anoka graduate, isn't he?
He is an Anoka graduate, and he teaches there along with Rebecca.
Pinball wizard off a shot, picked up and carried the other way. As Anoka on the push the other way with Machulis. Freshman with 3 goals on the season. That third line, freshman, junior, senior, 3 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals here for Anoka with 1 minute left to go in the second period. Maple Grove, 4 goals in the first, 2 here in the second. Maddie Sukup has the puck. Banks it off the near dasher. Anoka trying to clear up off that near dasher. Hennis is able to force it out. Rickley along with her as Hennis gains his own. Rickley trailing. Rickley, puck on her stick. Backhand behind the net. Comes out on the opposite side. Cycles it around Hennis. Below that goal line again. Gets tied up immediately by Grace Erickson. Jumping in the play as Bella Shipley as well. And it's going to be pushed out and cleared the other way. Grace Erickson reminds me, they had, was it Tina Campa? They had on the state runner-up team in 2016. They had an outstanding, I want to say she was a defenseman. I want to say her name was Tina Campa. And Grace Erickson kind of reminds me of her a little bit.
Well, if you remember her, she must have been good.
Yes, that was an outstanding tournament run for Maple Grove as they ended up the runner-up back in 2016 at the XL Energy Center. There's the horn, and we wrap up the second period. We go to the second intermission. Again, Maple Grove, a couple of goals. They've kept Anoka off the board here so far tonight as we have played 2 periods. And it's 6-0 Maple Grove High School girls hockey. It's senior night here at the Anoka Area Ice Arena, and you are watching QCTV Sports.
Attacks against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders are on the rise.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer. In terms of the hate crimes, I think there is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Peterson Shoes in Anoka has been a staple of the community for over a century, and this winter they are making sure that everyone has the footwear they need for these cold months.
Well, Peterson Shoes, the beginning of the store was in the 1880s. We were originally across the street
It was founded by a family, their last name was Gillespie, and it was purchased by, would be my husband's grandparents in, we believe, around 1940, and it's been in Anoka for quite some time, and we decided to get involved. We've always been involved in the community and doing different things and giving to charities and things like that, so this just seemed like a really good fit for us, being that it was collecting shoes, and often our customers ask, you know, if we recycle or take things that maybe don't fit them anymore, so it was just a good way to put those two together. So we are partnering with the City of Anoka, and we are accepting gently used footwear that will be donated to the Souls for Souls charity, and you can drop any of those off here at Peterson Shoes, which is at 209 East Main Street in Anoka, and we will be accepting donations through the end of December. We may decide to do this and continue it on, but for right now we're just going to go through the end of December. So any gently used shoes would be greatly appreciated, and those will go to help relieve poverty at different charities around the world. They accept everything. They will even accept mismated shoes or single pairs of shoes, because often there are people, you know, amputees and things that need, you know, just one shoe. So they're accepting everything. It started on Saturday. There was the city recycling event, so they were collecting there. I believe they collected 160 pounds of shoes there. We probably collected around 100 here, and that was just, you know, the initial kickoff. So like I said, we'll be going through December, and there have been a lot of people bringing things in, you know, individual pairs as well as, you know, whole bags full of things. So it just depends on what you have. A lot of people deciding they're going to clean out their closet, and you know, things that they can no longer use or don't fit them anymore are a great thing to donate.
In store on December 5th, there will be an Ice Bug Winter Boots demonstration with a drawing to win a free pair of boots and ice studs. A great chance to learn about the new winter footwear that's perfect for these icy days ahead.
Well, one thing I'd love to mention is that we were, again, for the second year in a row, we were elected Best Shoe Store in Minnesota by the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, so we're very proud of that. That was just announced on Monday. So thank you all for voting, but we do our best to, you know, provide for our customers and you know, give great customer service and great products.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
up-close figure skating at that Olympic level is amazing to watch. It's very exciting. I'm really looking forward to it.
I taught for 20 years, but I started forgetting my lectures. Eventually, he had to quit. My therapist recommended we go to the doctor. The early Alzheimer's diagnosis allowed us to take control of the situation. He's been such a positive force and so loving. Thank you. You're welcome.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Anoka County Brotherhood Council, also known as ACBC Food Shelf, is a community-based organization located in Anoka County, serving over 10,000 families per year. We have been providing our neighbors with food, clothing, and resources for over 50 years. Providing food to the community is our largest program, and we do this through a food shelf, a grocery delivery program for those who are homebound, and special food distributions available throughout the year. We value our participants' time and have appointments available online and by phone to ensure quick services, making it easier for those with tight schedules and transportation difficulties. The experience of the shopper is important to us, and we take great care in making sure our food shelf market is well stocked, especially with fresh and healthy food items, which can be more expensive for those on tight budgets. We want our space to feel like a grocery store, and we want our shoppers to feel they are cared for. When someone visits us, they will also have access to our family advocate who can provide assistance in navigation with other resources and partnerships. We also have a clothing closet which has clothing and household items for the entire family, a birthday bag program where parents can select age-appropriate theme bags for children up to age 18, and for low-income adults ages 60 plus, we are the only food shelf in Minnesota selected as a CSFP food provider, providing the opportunity for extra food items and nutrition education. We are blessed to be in such a great community that supports our work with volunteers, food donations, cash donations, and just sharing our message. We thank you for your support.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
Area Ice Arena. We're getting ready for the third period here on QCTV Sports. Third period about to begin. Maple Grove, 4 goals in the first. Olson, Shipley, Retrum, and Ella Olson again. And then Shipley and Ella Olson with the 2 shorthanded goals in the second period, building that 6-0 lead. Olson has a hat trick, scoring goals numbers 10, 11, and 12 here tonight. That second one was unassisted. And shots on goal through the first 2 periods, entering the third. Shots 28-4 in favor of the Maple Grove Crimson. Crimson 2 for 2 on the power play. Anoka 0 for 2, and the Crimson have scored 2 shorthanded goals, 1 each on each of the Anoka power plays. Along with Pete Hayes, I'm Jim Erickson, getting ready for the third period with the pep band here tonight. It is senior night. It'd be nice here in this third period to see one of those seniors maybe tally a goal here for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, it sure would, Jim. Anoka needs to keep working hard here, keep putting pucks in the net and see what happens.
They do have possession of the puck. Layla Alm at the blue line. Here's Hennis with a shot, hit bodies. Meanwhile, goalie change here for Maple Grove. Ellie Hancock now is in between the pipes for the Crimson. 5-2-0 on the season, 2.18 goals against, and a .915 save percentage. She's been a quality backup here for the Crimson this season. They get it up to the blue line. Emily Oakland sends it down. Centering pass. Hennis had it go off of her stick. And Anoka will find it. Abby Moore up to Hennis. Stick handling in front of the benches, and she'll chip it in.
Anoka chipping the puck in deep, trying to get in that forecheck. Right there, though, they were making a line change, so they didn't have a chance to get on the D.
Emily Oakland goes cross ice at center, and the Tornadoes dump it right back in. Hancock will play it back behind the net. Team captain Emily Oakland, nice solid defenseman. Those defensemen that settle the play down but also can get involved offensively. The key to defense, and you'll probably agree with this, is don't panic when you have the puck. When you got a forechecker coming in on you, just settle it down, be cool, calm, and collected. And I see that in Emily Oakland, their senior team captain.
Yeah, absolutely. All the good ones. You think about the good defensemen, you know, they'll do a little spin move, go back the other way, go D to D, not panic.
Shot right on the money. Malekade off of the draw, pushed away by the blocker of Pavarud. Both teams with tonight's backup goalies. Both teams have gone to the bench for the goalie position. Pavarud came in to start the second. Here's Hancock in to start the third. Meanwhile, here comes Anoka in a fluttering shot, left wing drive off the stick of Amsler. And it's handled and held onto by Hancock, and we'll get a face-off in the Crimson zone.
Yeah, nice job by the Crimson defender taking away that offside wing, so Amsler had nothing to do but to shoot the puck because that wing coming down the right side was covered up by the Maple Grove defender.
Rickley, who had a hat trick in the game against Buffalo, off of the draw. She goes to the net. Puck came loose to Hennis. That hit some fallen players to the side of the net. And it'll be controlled by Ella Olsen. Big night for her, hat trick. Dumped back in by the Tornadoes.
Got running time right now, Jim, with the 6-0 score.
Mm-hmm. Crimson, Malekade up ahead to center. Abby Oakland was met right there at the blue line. Nice job defensively by Nora Sloth. This defensive core for Anoka, full of sophomores. 4 sophomores dressed here tonight as defensemen. And Sloth did a nice job at Anoka the other way, called for an icing.
Yeah, Sloth's brother Brendan plays hockey at Gustavus Adolphus. Played in the NAHL for 3 seasons and now is a freshman down at Gustyville.
Maple Grove last year and making it to the state tournament had 21 wins. Meanwhile, Anoka last year had 6 wins. They have 7 wins now. So they do have more wins than they did last year, with another chance here against Forest Lake and maybe in the quarterfinals to add to that total as well. Another icing on the Tornadoes.
Starting to see a few new players out there for the Crimson. I believe this is their 4th line now. Haven't seen these numbers on the ice, so good opportunity to roll 4 lines here in this third period for Maple Grove, and I'm guessing Anoka will probably do the same too.
Sukup in to take the draw. Puck ends up in the corner. Still free and below the goal line. Puck in the corner, battle ensuing there. Still free, now picked up by the Crimson. Centering attempt by Lubo. Sukup, Lubo, and Wilhelmy, that line out there right now for the Crimson.
Anoka doing a nice job keeping the Crimson to the outside right now. Not letting them get into the net area.
Amber Hansen skating on this line here for Anoka. Puck comes free back behind the net, out to the doorstep, and Lubo was right there, tried to jam it in. Stopped by Pavarud, bouncing puck back into the corner. Maple Grove's a forecheck right now. They're changing on the fly with the puck in the offensive zone. Even with that being a long change here in the offensive zone, that means you've got some pretty good offensive zone time. They're able to fly a defenseman off the bench and change as you possess the puck as it bounces back in. Trying to clear it out there was Machulis. Got a stick on it, but not out. Now down the far walls, Natalie Lawrence. This is the 4th line here for Maple Grove. Lawrence, Lindberg, and Hewler. That's the sophomore line here for the Crimson. Again, a good bet that they are going to be the #1 seed in Section 5AA. They still have a section game coming up against Rogers but they had beaten Rogers already, and based on the in-section play, they were 7-0-1 in section entering here tonight, and will be 7-0-1 entering that game against Rogers. And there's a good bet the defending champion Crimson will be the number 1 seed when section play commences. It's hard to believe we're here already.
I was just going to say that same thing.
We're talking about section play, and then, a week and a half after that is when the boys' sections begin.
Well, the girls is always the first. I think it's the first state tournament of the wintertime. And maybe it's wrestling. I'm not positive on that.
No, it's girls hockey, then wrestling, and then boys hockey at the XL Energy Center. The Wild spent a lot of time on the road those weekends. Loose puck. Here's a chance with a shot right on the money. Didn't get a lot on it, was Reinholtz, but still a pad save needed by Hancock. As the Crimson now on the attack, Bella Shipley comes in all by her lonesome. She does have a trailer now. Olsen joining the play. And below the goal line. Not cleared. Back to the point and a shot that goes wide. Leah Amsler, sophomore. She's got Kristoff with her along with Reinholtz. Amsler with the shot. And I think in one of the earlier Anoka games that I did, I thought that I had found out that Reese Kristoff was some relation to Steve Kristoff. Former North Star, former Team USA. I thought maybe a niece.
Well, that's pretty good bloodline there.
Yeah, I thought somebody told me that. Somebody looked that up. Usually I look on Elite Prospects. A lot of times they've got those family lineages and the relations on eliteprospects.com, which is a good website for information. And they cover it all the way down to the high school level, even some of the lower levels for hockey, all the way right up to the pros.
I was thinking at the same time, the Reinholtz girl, uncle is Jared Reinholtz, who played on those good Gopher hockey teams, and she skates like him. She skates exactly like her uncle with that wide base.
Anoka on the attack. Trying to get something going here, down 6-0 in this third period. Ennis keeps it alive in below the goal line. Olsen has it, slides it out to center, and then slapped right back in by Nora Sloth. Sillerud behind her net, paired with Claire Daniels. Daniels listed as a third set defenseman. Up to the blue line. Stick handling there. The Tornadoes get it in deep in that far side, but Anoka unable to hold it in, and Maple Grove will push it back the other way. Here's Ella Olsen already with 3 goals. She came in. Maple Grove changing. Cross-ice pass. Malekade tried to hold. We're going to delayed penalty coming up here against Anoka. Delayed penalty as Maple Grove comes in. Still delayed penalty with an extra attacker. And finally touched by the Tornadoes.
Yeah, I think that one's going to go on Lucy Machulis for a body check over here against the boards. Being a little over-aggressive, and here she comes to the box.
Trying to hide on the bench, but we'll go to the box here, serve 2 minutes for a body check. Freshman Lucy Machulis, 3 goals, assists, 4 points coming in. One of those freshmen seeing invaluable varsity time here this season.
That's pretty impressive. You got Machulis right, too, Jim. A lot of people don't get that name right.
No. Malekade has been a struggle for me tonight, though. Audrey, my apologies to her. I spent 5 minutes practicing it, and it still didn't come out right. I think maybe a 50% conversion right on the back door. Abby Oakland was there, but missed it. It hit the heel of her stick and went behind the net instead of in the net, and Anoka clears it down.
They like going to that back door.
Oh, they do.
And Maple Grove does not have their number 1 power play out there, so a nice move on the Maple Grove coaching staff.
Third power play of the game for the Crimson. They are 2 for 2. Again, they added 2 shorthanded goals in the game tonight as well. Showing off kind of all aspects of their game. Penalty kill, power play, 5-on-5, goaltending. Both teams here tonight trying to get tuned up for section play. There was a time these teams were in the same section. And Anoka got moved to Section 7 AA a few years back. That's gloved and dropped by Hancock. When you were coaching, you were 5 AA, right, Pete?
Absolutely, yeah. We had some big games against Maple Grove. Remember beating them once to go to state and them beating us the next year.
Quick shot blocked. Left side drive by Shipley off an Anoka leg. Getting away, that was Amsler. Here's a shot. That rattles around. That, they say goal? It is.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, it rattled off of the pipe and then came out. Pavarud scrambling, but it's a power play goal. And Maple Grove now up 7-0.
Yeah, that one looked like it caught the inside of the net. At least here's another look at it. Our nice job by our crew here. They're calling that a goal.
Of course, with running time, it's tough. Got to estimate the time of the goal. We'll call it 11 minutes. So 3 for 3 on the power play. That'll help the power play percentage here for Maple Grove. With 5.5 left to go here in the third. Shipley got the goal, and that's her hat trick. So Shipley, her third of the night, 27 on the season. Pair of hat tricks tonight. Ella Olson and Bella Shipley. Both right wings. Of course, on the power play, those are flipped around a little bit. Different power play units and combinations, but Olson and Shipley, the two right wings on the top two lines. Nice games tonight, each with a hat trick. And it's 7-0 Crimson.
Yeah, they're going to be a couple of good college hockey players, I believe.
Definitely.
They've got all the tools that they need to succeed at the next level.
Chipped out all the way down by Anoka. This will be icing on Anoka. One of the players out on the ice right now is Layla Alm. And we were talking about the college plans and the majors. Layla Alm's going to be biochemistry and aerospace engineering. She listed the highlight of her career. She played for the Puerto Rico national team with her sisters. She listed that as her thrill, and that had to be a thrill.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful little tidbit of information there on Layla Alm. On senior night here for Anoka, trying to get that 0 off the board, trailing in here 7-0 with 4 minutes remaining. Ella Hennis forechecking out in front, centering pass for Rickley, but she was kind of not squared up and couldn't get her stick on that centering pass as she was camped out in front. And the Crimson push it the other way, but they can't win the race to the puck. They can't quite get it. It crosses the line. It'll be icing here on Maple Grove.
Yeah, good opportunity for Anoka right there. Looking to that high slot area where a player was, but it was blocked by Maple Grove. Maple Grove's blocked 4 or 5 shots on goal. I think Anoka only has 5 or 6 shots on goal, but another 4 or 5 have been blocked. So Nice job in the defensive end by Maple Grove.
It was 28-4 in favor of Maple Grove shots on goal coming into this period. Crimson circling back in their own zone. Controlling the puck is Natalie Lawrence, that Lawrence Lindbergh Hewler line, the all-sophomore line. Seeing some time here in the third period for Maple Grove. Crimson have 2 games after tonight. Big one against Hill Murray, second-ranked Hill Murray, and that'll be at the Maple Grove Community Center Saturday at 3 o'clock. Not doing anything Saturday. Want to see some good girls high school hockey. That would be one of the places to be.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's a perfect game to have before section. It's even better yet that you have it second to last,
yes,
not last.
Right.
Just in case you don't win it. You don't like going into the sections on a loss. So play a really good team and then play somebody you can beat and then go into the section. And hopefully you beat them both.
Noak able to push that puck back deep in the Maple Grove zone on the defensive zone face-off. At the point, Booth tried to hold it in, pinching down to the wall. It ends up at the line. Kristoff slaps it into the corner. Haley Nord. Nord paired out there with Elfstrand. In along the end wall again. Anoka trying to play it up that far side wing, and we're going to get a penalty. Hook will be the call. And it'll be on Abby Oakland. So Maple Grove, they've had 3 penalties here tonight. Anoka will go on to their 3rd power play. Clock running here with about a minute and a half left.
Yeah, that's the second one on Oakland. Now, that's something Maple Grove is going to want to clean up. You don't want to be giving power plays to the teams like Andover and Edina and Hill Murray.
Anoka here with a chance in the final minute 15 to get on the board here with the power play. Hennis tried to wheel it around from behind the net. Abby Moore ends up with a rebound. Moore from there all the way through the slot. Hennis trying to track it down. Sukup ends up with it. Nice job at the point. Clocker to hold it in. And now Maple Grove on their second chance will send it all the way down and Pavarud out to play it. 1 minute left to go here in the game. Up to center, Abby Moore. Bothered by Sukup. That causes a cough up of the puck. Sillerud flings it here to the near side, then swept back around Wilhelmy here for Maple Grove. Pinching down Sukup. 40 seconds left. Up to the line. Held in, then back out.
Coach Savak's got to be happy with his team's performance in this third period. They came out and played hard. That's all you can ask when you're down by 6.
Maple Grove scored 4 in the first, 2 in the second, now 1 here in the 7th. The one here in the 7th. In the third period, made it 7. Power play goal by Shipley, completing her hat trick. 8 seconds left. Francois for Anoka. Cross ice home, and there's the buzzer, and it is a Maple Grove win. 7th ranked Crimson get a shutout victory here, a combined shutout for their 2 goaltenders with Strom and Hancock. Anoka played both of their goaltenders here tonight. But in analyzing this here, Maple Grove just too good for Anoka here tonight. A young Anoka team with just 4 seniors in the lineup here tonight. Maple Grove, a state tournament team a year ago, and there is a good chance that they'll be right there in the end, coming up with sections on the way.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to watch Crimson in the section and hopefully in the state tournament. And for Anoka, they just want to go in playing well and see if they can come away with a win or 2.
Highlights of the game: Ella Olson with a hat trick. Mentioned Bella Shipley with a hat trick. They combined for 6 of the 7 goals. Stella Rettram scored the only goal that wasn't a part of a hat trick here tonight. 4 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the third here tonight for Maple Grove. They go a perfect 3 for 3 on the power play. Anoka 0 for 3 on the power play. 3 power play goals, 2 shorthanded goals to go with the other goals here for Maple Grove tonight. Your final thoughts here, Pete, for tonight's game?
Well, Maple Grove has a lot. They have a lot going for them with the goaltending and the scores and the defenders. So, like I said earlier, I'm looking forward to seeing them in the playoffs, and they're going to be exciting to watch. And Anoka, they're a young team. You know, you got another year that you have underneath your belt, and a lot of these girls are playing as 9th graders, and they're going to get better, and they are getting better. So there's good positives for both programs.
Maple Grove getting their 17th win, 17-5-1, 8-1-0 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. And Andover, I don't know if they're done with their conference play yet, but again, it's a point system, not so much on record. But Andover, how many years has it been since they've lost a conference game? Because they're still undefeated in the Northwest Suburban, and that's the Crimson's only loss in the Northwest Suburban this year as they go to 8-1 in the Northwest Suburban. Anoka falls to 7-15-2 and 0-11-0 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Crimson again hosting Hill Murray and Rogers Saturday and Monday respectively. Anoka, their last game of the season will be Thursday of this week at Forest Lake. That's a section game, and that could help decide some of the seeding in Section 7AA. For Pete Hayes and all of our staff here, our cameramen and people back in the studio in Champlin, big thanks to you. Thanks to all of our viewers here tonight. Thanks for joining us as the girls' hockey season starts to wind down. I'm Jim Erickson, your final again here tonight on Senior Night at Anoka. Maple Grove 7 and Anoka nothing. You've been watching high school girls hockey on QCTV Sports.